enters like your chest, depending if it's on bone, it's just gonna be full.
I think it's a
And with that, welcome back. You're the Vital Brothers. Today I'm playing some more Infamous 2.
That's not trained. That's not trained.
I think she's pretty
L2's trained?
I don't like the type
of
persona she puts on Twitter and stuff.
No,
like she's like one of those, like in your face.
And I remember Asia.
She was super laid back.
Oh yeah, she is actually. She has a. I think she has an album out.
What's the thing? She's not afraid to voice.
Oh yeah, I got the
lift. But at the same time, I can say that she's not gonna be one to fucking harass you about. Like if she sees an issue with something, she's gonna make it known. She's gonna do it.
Yo, this is a girl I work that
also goes to the whole like. You have a celebrity thing, so you're able to make that public stand. So, what do you want?
Listen, I'm still highly salty about this whole making her MJ thing. Like, she could be her, she could be her own character. She doesn't have to be MJ.
Well, she's not Mary Jane. That's what you're.
I know, but they're. She is, but she isn't. Like,
they gave her the nickname, and that tilts me.
They gave her the nickname because they're trying to make her that exact. Like, even Kevin Feige, he's like, we're basically making her MJ. But the exact opposite of what Mary Jane's supposed to be.
I think that's the opposite of what the first Kristen Dunst MJ, when she actually does something.
I'm pretty sure that yellow is.
And like, I'm okay with that, but like, even in the Spider-Man game, Mary Jane does something.
Yeah, no, but I get you though. Like the fact that they're kind of teasing, they're leading people along by calling her MJ when she's not actually Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah, like that's.
No, I get you.
No, a little bit.
Yeah, they don't want her to.
What if her name was like Mary Jane Jenkins, and she was the Mary Jane of the universe?
I think she is the MJ of the universe, but her name's just shut.
No, I'm talking about like, she is Mary Jane. She is MJ. She's both.
No, so the whole thing is, Mary Jane is known for one of her few.
Her white, black hair, red hair.
Yeah, her red hair.
It's like super light, like crayon red.
Yeah. That's the same way Gwen Stacy's known as the blonde.
You just don't think that she's black.
I think Gwen Stacy was actually an actress.
She can be black. She just can't be Mary Jane. Like, listen, Peter, freaking Miles can be Spider-Man, but he can't be Peter Parker.
He could have been Peter.
If you're gonna make a new character, give them a new character.
It's a unique thing that they have, and that's like.
He could have been fucking dumb Peter Mitchell.
No, because that's just Peter Parker, the freaking Indian one. He's the Peter Parker of that universe, but it's not even Peter Parker. He's like, he has like freaking Arabian pants and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
well, like.
This is that cool shit we were talking about earlier.
It's because you just want the fucking white girl. You want the pasty white redhead.
My guy, that's Mary Jane.
No, that's the same. Like, you want to honor the character. If you want to add a new character, that's
There's a difference between honoring a character and like doing adjustments, and you just like don't want adjustments.
It's not an adjustment because you're a different character at that point. Like, listen, adjustment is this person was older, so let's
Who else who turned black? I forgot. It was the
Kid Flash.
No.
You tell me I can't.
Sad face, nigga.
We're talking about
the Turtles.
April?
Yeah, April.
Oh yeah. But again, she was also red. That's the thing I've noticed. A lot of redheads they've been turning black.
Probably because a bunch of actresses don't want to dye their hair red.
Well, even in the cartoon, because look.
No, in the cartoons.
Kid Flash.
I know, like April O'Neil is like an actual like black kid.
Yeah.
Well, not a kid, but she's young. She's not April O'Neil.
But
she's April O'Neil, but she's black.
Yeah, no, because look, they did it to Kid Flash, but they also did that because they made Iris.
Yes, cat.
Can you let the cat in here so he can stop fucking?
I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna hiss at him.
Her.
Whatever.
It's ma'am.
It's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Oh, I'm getting that ionic charge.
The cat literally says that. It's ma'am. It is ma'am.
It's dog.
Eyes closed.
Probably tired.
Goodbye. You had your chance.
Had your chance.
It's ma'am.
Anyway, no, because in the Flash season 1, like Flash's wife is supposed to be Iris West. She's redhead, but they made her black, which means they also have to make her dad black. Which means when they introduce her brother, he has to be black as well. So this is like they change the little things, but it affects like the entirety of all the characters.
Well, yeah,
it doesn't affect the fucking plot.
It does because they introduced that same Flash as black in the comics now. So now there's two Kid Flashes. One of them is the original one, and one of them is the black one. And it's just like, wait, what? And then when they both meet each other, like, wait, what? I don't know if you saw that in the comments, but they're just like.
I did, but like, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you see how the civilians are fighting?
No, but what I'm saying is the fact that people feel that there's a need to do that rather than new character.
You're seeing because Thomas is such a good guy, people are actually fighting for him.
Damn.
And I get XP for that.
Still
Remember, they used to throw rocks at him, but because they like him, they don't do that.
Who else did they change? Freaking that movie with Jamie Foxx. With the little girl who sings.
Annie?
Yeah.
Black Annie?
Yeah. My mom, like, I showed it to her. She's like, "That's not my Annie." Like, she's like, "I grew up on Annie, the little redhead girl."
All right, you're completely good, Thomas. Good
I
job.
was like,
Yeah.
But it's one of those, like, if you want to, like, I understand
Kinda-
the whole.
Time to give a whole flip side and
wanting
just go
to
evil
create
now.
representation, but instead of altering characters who already exist, make new ones.
yeah, no, so
First of all,
another thing for that is, like, I feel like people
whoever do that,
too much
your mom's a
preference
hoe.
on representation, because, like, Spider-Man forever will be my favorite character, and it's not because he's some Jewish dude from New York. It's just because I like his character values. I feel like when you say, "Oh, this is my favorite character because he's black," it kind of takes away from the character itself. Because, like,
Yeah. It's like if,
Yeah, you only
if
like-
he wasn't,
Like
If he wasn't black,
I agree with
well, I
that.
guess
That
you wouldn't
sentence I
like him.
agree with. It should
it
like.
makes sense, but that should.
I'm making the same argument with them that I'm making with you. That like the skin, the fucking race of this character doesn't
Shouldn't.
matter. Shouldn't matter.
Yeah,
let me rephrase that. Shouldn't matter
it matters
because some
because
characters it
and
matters.
that's the issue.
No, yeah, that's like you said, because it doesn't matter, they shouldn't fuck with it. But it's like, and again,
Like it's like the
at
word
least
the N
with this
word.
problem, at least
You
with
tell
this
me
problem.
like it's either column A or column B. Either nobody says it or everyone says it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't matter that he's black, but these black people shouldn't be like, "This is my favorite character because he's black." It shouldn't matter.
Right.
Like,
I'm saying, like, if you want that representation, instead of taking someone who exists and changing who they are, that is going to lead to people all of a sudden joining it because of the change, who know nothing about the actual history of the character. So let's just say, for example, if instead of creating Miles Morales, they made Peter Parker black. People would like it because we have a black Spider-Man, but we wouldn't like it because they got rid of Peter Parker. And then it leads to that divide.
speaking of which, they said they're gonna bring the Ultimate Universe back, so I get my
Need
voice
a-
back.
You get Ultimate Peter back.
They said they're gonna figure out a way to do it.
Like, did they literally like erase that universe?
They're bringing it back, and I'm happy to see my boy. But another thing is, I don't know if you know X-Men Psylocke, the purple-haired girl.
Yeah, I like Psylocke.
She's like one of
I don't know much about her,
she's
but I do like
one
her.
of my favorite X-Men.
I like her legs because that's all I see.
Yeah, that shit, yeah.
If I remember
She's
correctly,
cute.
she in mind she's English, and in body she's Japanese, or opposite. It's one of those two.
Yeah.
Is that
Google.
opposite?
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Yeah, she's Japanese in mind, but in body she's English because like she got brain swapped or something. I was like, that's freaking cool. But instead, like, is her body looks Asian though now?
I think it's like the way they did continuity. It's weird.
Okay, because like,
Comics are weird.
because I know she looks Asian now.
Jubilee is a fucking vampire. Comics are weird.
He's a true vampire.
I love Psylocke and Jubilee.
Jubilee was a vampire for a little bit.
Okay,
Black Widow was a vampire in the
let me just look up
TV
what
show.
Psylocke looks like because
I already
I know
know.
that-
She looks Japanese-esque.
yeah, because they made Olivia Munn play her, and Olivia Munn's Asian.
Before and after her body swap with Quanon.
Okay.
I can only assume she's Japanese now.
But so now what I'm saying is like in that sense, her race actually makes sense to the character. People got pissed off with Iron Fist. She was like, "Why is this white dude the master of martial arts?" That's literally the character of Iron Fist. People hate him because like they call him the foreigner. He got transferred to heaven. He was there for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And he
But I can make him. I can make him black. That's still a foreigner.
You could, but that's not the
I
original.
can make him German.
No, but it's saying because of the fact that like this is who Iron Man is. Just because you guys
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, I said Iron Man. Yeah, fuck it.
Iron Man, he could be anything as long as he's rich. At that point, like,
Yeah, because like Iron Man's character was.
I make him homeless. Like hello.
Yeah. So.
In fact,
I don't like the little girl.
no one does. Except black people. And actually, people, you saw Endgame already, right?
Yes.
You know people are bullying the little girl?
Yeah. Like people just
Hello,
can't.
girl.
Because they
the
think
girl who played Iron Man's daughter.
because they think that she's
Apparently
going to be
people
playing
are-
Ironheart, and they're like, "You're not black. I don't want you to be Ironheart."
But Ironheart was never Tony's
Oh,
daughter.
But they're saying that she might take. And I guarantee.
Because of that one scene when she had the rescue mask on.
Couldn't she just be fucking Iron Girl?
she could do whatever.
She did nothing.
She,
She-
do whatever she wants.
She's going to school and getting cheeseburgers.
She likes cheeseburgers, dog.
Hey.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, people are just, they're like, they want Ironheart, and the thing is, there's no setup for Ironheart.
Yeah,
So,
because
like, the only
I
thing
think in
have to do-
Ironheart world, that's with Superior Iron Man, right?
Yeah,
Or
when
at least
he
Iron Man's
died, he went
alive.
into a coma. But so the only thing I can see them doing is turning Michelle into Ironheart. That's the only thing I can see happening. She fits the description. She's smart enough.
Is she though?
Yeah, she's in the same level as Peter.
Is she though?
I know. So she's
Is
a
Peter
player.
smart?
Yeah.
Peter's
He made his own
as smart as Iron Man.
He made his own web stick in the movie.
I'm sorry. I don't watch.
Suit.
I don't watch.
No,
I don't watch the
comic
movies.
wise, like comic
So
book wise,
in my brain, I'm just like,
because you
just
know,
Tony gave him all this shit.
well, yeah, this one did, but in this comic book wise,
Comic book wise, I know this nigga's smart,
He's
but I'm
in the
talking
top
about like
five.
movies wise.
Like
I think like
he's in the
him,
top five.
Iron Man, Reed Richards. I don't know anyone else.
Hulk and Amadeus Cho.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show is lit.
If Zendaya becomes
Totally awesome
they'll
Hawk,
eat that
though.
shit up.
Yeah, and I
They
can see
will
it happen.
eat that shit up.
Makes
I don't
sense.
like that though. I don't like that.
Like how Beyonce's Nala and
We
everyone's
don't,
eating that
we're
shit
not,
up.
we're not
No,
talking
no,
about that.
no. The way I see it working is maybe she, like, cause she knows that Peter's Spider-Man. She's like helping him make like a suit in tribute, and then they get attached.
But the whole
suit
point
on.
of, but no, the whole point like MJ is like when Peter Parker can't fight, MJ's the fuel that lets him fight. If you turn MJ into a superhero,
She was.
it leads to a bunch.
Remember
of
she was like in the Spider Family?
Yeah, but that's like after the renew your vows thing. She
Yeah.
she goes Spider-Woman.
Yeah, but it leads to a different, like the whole point. Like MJ is literally like, I don't want to say like MJ is Peter Parker's cheerleader. She's the only reason that.
Yo, she drove a truck for him.
Yeah, he took the truck and dropped it on him.
That shit was lit, dog.
So going, I see what you're saying. Like she shouldn't.
It would be
a
cool.
superhero
It would be
because-
cool, but I don't think it would fuck up the Spider-Man dynamic.
Yeah, because
Spider-Man
this whole
always
thing
needs
is he has
someone
to
in
choose.
it.
But if she chooses to be on his side, there's no decision for him.
Yeah, and think about if you've seen all the comics. Anytime when like Spider-Man wins, Peter Parker loses. So it's like if you have that, like you know,
Like in the movie, he beat on freaking Vulture, but he lost his girlfriend.
yeah.
Even though like they put that label on there like really quick, like this man just went the problem there or Homecoming, and they didn't even go. They just showed
It was
it.
pretty rushed, but I think it was enough to show that it's like these are the decisions that Spider-Man has to deal with.
Called her his girlfriend. I was like, yo, no, that's not how it works. But no, like my whole thing is the characters that they have already established. Work with that. Don't just try tossing things in for fanfare.
I think Ironheart's too.
She's
Zendaya's too old.
Yeah, Ironheart's like 13.
Yeah.
But also, they haven't introduced Miles yet. Which, if they're planning to have Peter hang around,
I don't know if they're gonna put Miles in
They already
because they're making a
assembled.
Spider-Verse 2.
they
So I don't know if they're
second-
gonna put him in a live action.
Well, because that Miles is different from the Miles that we know. Though.
No, I know. I'm just saying that it would be weird to have two Miles movies running at the same time.
They have,
Ultimate Universe, no
I'll still
universe.
watch them, but like you know.
well, it's because they're
Enemy got
the
away.
Childish Gambino. That's
I missed the fucking zip.
Well, he already exists as Prowler.
So that's what I'm saying.
Prowler.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donald Glover plays
I know.
Wawa.
So,
Like, you're bad at this.
You gotta get better at this part of the job.
so I'm thinking,
And they did say, and there was a deleted scene in Homecoming where he's like,
Not
"Hey,
like
Miles, I can't make it."
this.
So Miles exists. I mean, Aaron Davis exists, so obviously Miles exists
so
somewhere.
all we gotta wait is for. You know, I think it will be in the third movie. They also said that they might introduce Deadpool in the third Spider-Man movie.
Yeah. And they want
do what I want.
They want Tom Hardy, Venom, and Spider-Man to do something as well.
That,
Look
they,
at
they
you.
said it's up to Sony. Like they got the script to see where they put it in.
I'm like,
I mean, I think
I'm
it's-
excited for
it's done fine.
Phase 4,
I don't
but
like it.
what?
I don't like. So if they were to do that with Venom, I feel like they'd have to do a soft reboot, like restart.
You know what?
Venom started, because Venom needs to be connected to Spider-Man.
Yeah. Or else they're not Venom. They're supposed to be
And it
poison
also
to
means-
Peter and
It
Spider.
also means that Carnage, which is basically the son of
Well, yeah,
Venom,
because they already confirmed Venom too, so I don't think they would even.
there's no room for Spider-Man in that. It's either
Yeah.
they do their own thing or they
That's
restart it.
another thing. People want it to happen, but they're already making their own Venom verse. That's what I'm calling it. But
Yeah. They also said they're gonna make a Silver Sable movie. Like they're trying.
I fucking hate Silver Sable.
I liked her in the Spider-Man game.
She was an Ultimate Spider-Man. She got smacked.
Yeah.
Smacked the crap out of her.
Fucking bitch. And then I stand on the water like Jesus. I'm never gonna let that go. Though.
All I know is like, there's
Did
so many.
Captain Marvel set up Ironheart for the MCU?
No.
I doubt it.
That black girl.
Finally,
I still haven't seen Captain Marvel.
set
I don't
people
want to.
dry.
She has a
Something
best
dry.
friend, and that was there when she blew up, and she has a daughter.
That's not
So
mission,
I
and
guess
we'll do
technically,
whatever.
if they really want to, they can make that girl Ironheart, but she has no attachment to Iron Man, which is the whole issue.
all
There has to be
that's left.
someone connected to Iron Man to have the will to make a suit in remembrance of him. They don't have anybody aside from Zendaya, and that's just because Peter has the attachment already.
Right.
And also, the kid from Iron Man 3 might come back for be Iron Lad.
Oh yeah,
because he was in the last funerals.
yeah. I just hope that I don't want to see another Iron
I can't
movie
wait till I
for a
play
while.
Second Son.
That's
Iron Man,
years.
I get to fucking.
No, but I'm saying
sprint.
I don't
You get to
give
do a lot
Iron
of
Man his
things.
time to rest. So when they do finally decide another Iron person's coming out, people can get hyper as opposed to trying to just be like.
Yo, I can't wait till some random white guy
person.
fucking looks like fucking Cap and says Hail
They
Hydra.
were saying that Spider-Man's gonna be that. In the universe, they're just like.
Well, yeah, he's gonna be like one of the new leads of the MCU or whatever.
Yo, one of my supervisors got really mad about the Captain America Hail Hydra thing. I was laughing my ass off.
Because they didn't get it.
They was like, he's not patriotic at all. I was like, what?
He just did it as a shortcut. Like, he doesn't care.
Yeah, it was a reference to the comics, which no one was expecting, and it was also the fact that he knew now.
Well,
I honestly thought we were gonna have another elevator fight
that
scene.
would have been cool.
That would have been funny.
But the timeline's already messed up because he said that. Because when he goes back, they're gonna be like, oh man, this man's born a Hydra. He's just like, nah, drops the stone off, leaves. Or they might think it's Loki when he escaped. Either one of those two is the only options I can see. But regardless, that opened up its own timeline. That's why Loki's having his own TV show.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be Falcon and Bucky or Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I think they said it might, the Scarlet Witch might get her own.
Yeah, with the Vision. Vision's alive still.
Yeah.
Because
They turn back time?
no,
Or they just rebuilt him?
rebuilt. So basically, when they were like decoding him to try and take the stone out, she backed up his data, and she would have brought him back to life, but she got dusted. So within that 5 years, he just uses like
That's a
backed
verb
up on
now.
the computer.
Yeah, no, she got dusted. Oh,
Like,
TV's not loud enough.
so because she's
Wanna
back
hear
to
that?
life, because she's back to life, she could just upload him up to his own suit that just doesn't have the stone now. It'll be less powerful.
Scarlet Witch.
But, and then that's the thing too, is they have to reintroduce. They said that X-Men exist, or the way they're doing it, they're trying to make it seem like X-Men have existed this entire time, but they've been mixed in with the Inhumans. So
They just didn't help.
because there's like we don't be everyone hates Inhumans as much as they hate humans. I'm not mutants.
Which is dumb, but whatever.
Because there's like, oh my god, you're gonna overtake us. You can kill us at the snap of your fingers. Frick you. You exist.
And it's like, you know I can do this, yet you're being a dick to me?
A lot of them just like, dang, because I don't know if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Nope.
So,
I know Ghost Rider's in it a lot.
he was in it for one season.
Or like different people become Ghost Rider or whatever, like some.
It was literally just one season, like half of season 6. But, what's it called? You know the Kree, right?
Yeah.
Basically, sometime years ago, they used to come to Earth, touch people with this crystal, and if they're worthy, they'll become mutated and then take them away and make them fight like in cages. Basically, make them slaves. It's either you mutated or you die. Like you turn to stone, to put in a cocoon, and then once the cocoon breaks, it's either you're dust or you come out with power. People found this on Earth, on Asia, and like cults and everything, and people were like getting in touch with it everywhere, and they're dying. And I think at the end of that season, it ends up getting mixed into the water supply, but like a diluted version. So like if you drink the water, it's either it affects you and you get your powers, or you're just fine. Coulson lost his hand because
Wait, is that like the Terrigen Mist or?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like he grabbed the stone before it could because it's like a crystal, and you throw it into the floor, and then it makes a mist, and anyone in the room that touches it gets turned. So his entire crew was in
I
there.
kind of want to turn this fan off.
Go ahead, do it.
Someone was about to do it, like trying to smash the crystal, and he jumped and caught it because he didn't want his friends to die. But then he started turning the stone, and they axed off his arm.
I actually made that jump.
The Terrigen Mist is a weird plot point.
That is a smart
Well,
one.
it opens it up for X-Men versus
Think like
Humans,
Chimera.
plus X-Men versus Avengers. If they do that, oh my god, they can make that an entire movie by itself.
Oh my god.
They also can do the scroll, but you didn't see Captain Marvel.
I
They
got
introduced the scrolls, but they basically made them good guys.
Yeah, that
God,
was
oh
weird.
my god.
Oh, you saw it?
There's like.
I know of it.
But that might not be all.
The squirrels should be the fucking niggers, dog.
What,
Did you say the squirrels?
The scrolls.
he said scrolls.
Oh, you said squirrels. I'm like, hey, fuck it, I'm going to call them what you want.
Whatever.
Oh, is there a lot of plot points that they can do? Squirrel! and I'm gonna like.
Weren't the Kree like good in the comics?
No.
They're also niggas.
Skrull invasion. It's a whole thing,
The
right?
Kree, yeah, Skrull. So basically, the Skrulls are only like that because of the Kree. Because the Kree took over their planets, and their planets.
They're just trying to escape, and
Yeah.
then like they hid on Earth, but
It's like
unfortunately,
they're all like, either you live with us or we kill you.
You gotta punch him more.
They're like, they're refugees.
Punches don't work against this guy.
I know.
So they can still turn bad. They're just like, they're bad out of pity.
He's just so fucking
where's
annoying.
Clark
that
the
he
Super
can-
Skrull
That's
though?
why they didn't kill any of the Avengers. They like just.
We need a Fantastic Four.
No, we already got a reboot of Fantastic
That-
Four.
that
That
doesn't
shit
count.
was. What do you mean?
I think we
That was
we
Fox.
need an official
It was all
MCU.
Fox.
So first it was
Fantastic
Fox.
Four.
Second, the dude who made it even said that he rushed through it so he could make his other movie. Remember Chronicle?
Yeah.
The dude who made Chronicle made the Fantastic Four movie. The only reason he did that is because they asked him. They were like, "If you make this, we'll give you the money to make Chronicle 2." So he was like, "All right," slapped it out.
Like they don't even have to try hard. They could just do some dumbass Captain Marvel 2 where the Skrulls and like out of nowhere the Fantastic Four are there.
I wouldn't mind playing him.
We all know their backstory.
Or,
Do we?
I mean, they did it with Spider-Man already.
Wait, what's Chronicle?
Chronicle's
That's
movie-
where these three friends find some space rock and they get
Oh,
tongue
that.
pieces.
Yeah.
And the dude and one of
And
the
one of them
dudes-
kind of goes like
crazy
crazy
because
with
he's
power.
getting beat by his dad. His mom's
Yeah,
dying.
he has a bad life, so he kind of becomes a dick. And for some reason,
know that
his
life.
power, he gets stronger faster than the
That's
other
because he was
two.
actually testing it. Everyone else
He
had
was
it.
learning how to like just
Yeah,
try
it's
to
like
see.
the movie,
I'm mad.
Like the trailers look good, but the movie itself.
I'm never
is
gonna get
made
Planet
like a camera mode.
Yeah,
So
it's
like,
Because they
a
already
camera
booted him off the planet.
Well, they also said that they're
Michael
not
B.
making
Jordan
Hulk
got hit by
movies
lightning
because
and
they don't
died.
own Hulk technically.
I was mad.
Universal
I was like, I
owns
don't kill a
Hulk.
black guy by lightning.
Did you know that?
What?
So they said they're not going to make any solo Hulk movies because technically Universal owns Hulk. So the only thing they could do is have him integrated in other movies. That's why he's like in
Well, he's
Avengers.
he's crippled Professor Hulk now. So.
What?
He is.
Anyway.
No, they said that his arm, that damage is permanent.
It's fine. He'll get a separate personality and just devolve into Great Hulk and be like, I'm.
No, they're just gonna Amadeus show his fucking Hulk away or some stupid shit
too.
like that.
They said they already introduced him too, but that was in the alternate. Like,
Might as
in
well
his
go all the way
Hulk
around.
movie.
And I don't
But,
know why it exists. So I'm assuming he's gonna be in Guardians 3.
I think they undid that. Because he should
What,
have.
what's that Thor movie where Thor fought
Ragnarok?
Hulk?
Ragnarok.
So because that happened already, I'm never gonna get Planet Hulk.
You might get it as a prequel.
I'm never gonna get Planet Hulk.
Well, not the one that you know.
Exactly.
I mean, they had a statue of Billy Ray.
I want this man to conquer the planet, fuck this girl, get his whole fucking
entire thing blow up.
his wife and child dead, and then he beats up the superheroes.
His son lives though.
It's something to it.
Yes, he does. He makes it back to Earth and chases him down. He's like, he abandoned us to die. His wife died.
Really?
Yeah, he hates Hulk.
That's fucking hilarious. That's just Wolverine all over again.
And then he also
That's just Wolverine all over again.
what's his face? She-Hulk. He was like, oh, that's my nephew.
We need a good She-Hulk movie. I wouldn't
What's Wolverine's son's name?
Dakin.
Yeah, that fag. That's just Dakin again.
I mean, yeah, but this man.
The Silver Samurai ripped that fetus out of the fucking girl's body, killing the girl, and then he raised the fetus to hate
Alright,
Wolverine.
since we on superheroes and all of this other bullshit, how many of y'all seen Brightburn?
I did.
Who?
It's basically Superman
Evil
if you went bad. Did you?
Yeah. Movie sucks.
It's exactly what I expected.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like, I told you this before you went.
Let me guess. It was
No, we
entirely
did
dark.
pay for it.
I don't
Everything
watch.
was entirely
I
dark.
don't watch Marvel.
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to be
just
like a
like,
horror-
you know,
it's
a
supposed to be
small
like a
town
horror
in
movie.
Kansas, you know, a baby
It's not even a horror
emerged from
movie.
the
It's just like
sky.
graphic.
And it's
It's
just
just like a
like,
graphic.
every time you tell this kid or trying to discipline this kid, he's like, God mode. No, you can't tell me what to do, bitch.
I have superpowers.
Starts
I'm
chewing
better
on
than
a
you.
fork. Like basically, imagine a Superman movie where he turned evil and there's no one to stop him. What's gonna happen?
No, but the thing is,
He
they
would
know
die.
how to.
And there was
no,
literally,
the
and it's him as a
mom
kid.
knew how to stop him, but
She waited too long.
She waited too long.
She was like blinded by her love. And then
I mean-
when she finally realized, dang, this thing could kill him, she wound up like this instead of going like this. Like she went from backhand to overhand. You don't do that.
Whoa, Kryptonite?
No,
like,
it was a piece of
his
the
spaceship.
ship that he came down in.
Because when he found it, he fell and cut himself, and that was the first time he
Instead
had blood.
of kryptonite, it's actually a piece of the ship that's like
Yeah.
very
Because it
hard.
came from his planet, so anything from his planet can
No,
kill him,
no,
right?
no. That's not what you're telling me right now. What you're telling me is this thing is really sharp.
Yeah.
No, because in the beginning he stuck his hand on a lawnmower.
Yo, tramp stamp girl.
But it was just bad. It's like, imagine, like, because, you know, Superman, he got his powers when he was on the farm, and he was like, he went to his parents, oh my god, what do I do? And they were like, you know, you have this, like, this kid kind of had that exact situation, but instead of thinking, oh, you know, I mean, immediately he was just like, I have superpowers, I'm better than you.
So he shows up on this Hulk son, like, he shows up on the planet, and he's just like, where is Hulk?
How does he know how to speak? The whole planet got scarred.
Listen, I read it a long time ago. I just know that he was going out crazy. She-Hulk and I think the Fantastic Four teamed up to fight him, and he's just getting smacked up.
Didn't he like suck up his gamma radiation like with the Professor Hulk comics?
This comic came out in 2007.
There was a comic where like Hulk got Mr. Green. There we go, like Dr. Green. He got like really smart, and he learned how to trap Bruce into his brain and like shut him away. And then he just started taking gamma radiation from everybody. Like, curing everybody. Even the people who didn't want to be cured.
Oh, one situation.
All I know is there's enough time for me to apply and try and get myself into an X-Men movie. That's where the money's at.
He even Betty was a Hulk.
Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Red
Fuck the shit out of her, then took her gamma radiation. Like, yeah. Big Bruce, that good news. Like, Dr. Green, bitch. I love Nyx so much. I love both the girls so much.
What are you talking about?
The supporting cast.
Oh.
This.
Oh.
The actual game being played.
I haven't played it. Like, actually, the only part of this game I ever played was the last chapter. And that's because my uncle couldn't beat it. So he had me play it, and I beat the final boss.
I remember I used to beat dumb games for my niece because she couldn't beat them. I played the entirety of Catwoman the movie.
I beat freaking that game for Isis, that Silent Hill game, because she was like, oh my god, I got stuck with the last boss.
She's so terrible,
and I didn't know what to do, and then I was just like,
garbage.
She's fucking garbage,
I
nigga.
picked it up and beat it in 10 minutes.
She's garbougie, no?
Actually, she got the bad ending, because...
She didn't do the right thing, obviously.
No, because I beat the final boss, but then after you do that, it brings you to a...
You got a shotgun like that?
It brings you to another scene, like in the real world, I guess, and there's some dude coming at you and you have a gun and you have to like either shoot the dude or let them kill you. And I paused, I was like, this is not my decision to make. Here you go.
Survive.
And then she unpaused and got shot. I was like, whoops. And then she got the bad ending. Like, there's no redoing it. You gotta either watch it or go back
And
to
she
the
was
last
mad at
scene.
you, wasn't she?
Yeah, but it's like, I got you where you need to get to.
When there's no electricity, you suck up.
Nice.
That's it?
There's some more on the boat.
I don't give a fuck about the boat. I need some now.
I just wanna be in like the live action Spider-Verse movie. I play.
Yo, this Moana is probably really nasty. She was got a skinny
You
dip?
give me the British one, just
so
the
small.
British accent.
Nasty.
You know the one that's a rebel that plays guitar.
That thing?
Oh.
Oh, it is. Okay, cool.
Punk
So that's full
Spider-Man.
effects.
I can do that. All I want is like, if I ever play Spider-Man, I want like my own Spider-Man suit to keep.
I mean, you know, Tobey Maguire got all his suits, right? He kept all of them. He made.
And Ryan Reynolds stole a Deadpool suit.
They made 2 of each. Actually,
Stole?
Yeah, he stole a Deadpool suit because it's so Deadpool. Like they didn't give a fuck for the
And then also, who else is it? Batman.
Ryan
Batman
Reynolds.
suit.
Oh yeah.
Batman suit from one of the movies.
I like to know that
where they found it.
the dude who played Batman was like the Batman and Robin, I think. That he took the Batman suit with the bat nipples, dog. I like to think he did that.
Michael Keaton or Clooney.
I don't know
That's
fucking
yours,
famous
Clooney.
people.
I want to be near the fan.
Clooney with the nipples.
I want to be near the fan long.
Gorge.
See, Javon, you got hit with the survive button.
Like we're all just taking turns sitting in front of the fan when before we used to run away from it.
Y'all niggas used to run away from it.
Sorry, Roberto.
I didn't run from it. I just placed myself in a different
You can
spot.
either learn from it or you can run from it.
Survive.
I would just like to be in a Spider-Man movie.
Same.
I think I could play.
But I'm not, you know, white enough to be Peter, and I understand that.
Yeah, no, that's a live action Spider-Verse movie.
You can be fucking Peter Sonny, dog.
Spider Pig.
I'm not playing. I don't want to play noir.
Yeah, I like that John Mulaney Spider Pig, dog.
Yeah.
Peter Porker or whatever the fuck. Spider-Ham. There it is. Forgot it's a pun.
I was bitten by a
So
radioactive pig.
It can't get any weirder. It can get weirder.
My hands are wet because I just washed them. No other reason.
I don't know. Like, there's so many reasons why I like Spider-Man, but overall, it's like, it's such a well-developed universe that you could make it its own, like just all him and his characters, and it would still feel fleshed out. But the fact that it's also part of Marvel and by itself, like as well, is just extra layers.
Yeah. There's a million other cool people that he can.
I feel like there are some things you can do better with that, but okay.
Talking about me or him?
The mixing.
Of the worlds?
Yeah.
Like, because Doctor Strange is there, and this man is like, yo, cool cape, let me have one. And he has a suit that has a cape on it. That is magic.
I think it's cool that in the Spider-Man series, Spider-Man was being like sued for something. He was on trial, and Matt Murdock was his lawyer. That was pretty funny.
You're talking about the cartoon show, right?
Yeah.
It's cool that they mix them. It's just some things shouldn't
shit,
be
hello,
mixed. I fucking don't like X-Men with anything.
I feel like there's too many X-Men to mix with anything else. Because it's a matter of
Cool
which
cinematic. I
X-Men
wish I could have seen it.
choose,
Which is why they.
What ways did you put in?
Which is why they made Scarlet Witch, and then no more mutants.
Scarlet Witch, like,
So underplayed.
pisses me off.
Like
So
she got pissed off about something. She said, "No more."
Quicksilver died in front of her.
And she was like, "No more."
And
mutants."
because, like, she's in a weird incestual fucking relationship with this dude.
Wait, is this Ultimate Universe? Because there's all you know.
No, it's the normal universe. It's just like,
Ultimate Universe? Because in the Ultimate Universe, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are Wolverine's kids. They both have sex in a bush. No, and Wolverine's watching from the bush. She ends up getting shot by Ultron.
let's be fair. They deserve to get shot.
It was a world.
So does Wolverine get, like, Wolverine's all like, I
He-
smell them doing coitus.
He was pissed, right? He was just angrily looking, and
Why are you angrily looking and not angrily stopping?
because I guess they didn't know that he was a father yet. But no, like Ultron shot a bullet, and
Oh.
Quicksilver ran to catch it.
That's
It curved
something.
and went through his hand into her still, and she died. And he just had a hole in his hand. It was like,
I
damn.
forgot that I had
Rip.
this in here.
Like, they have brother-sister love, but their brother-sister love is fucking
Nasty.
2Ds.
It's nasty.
It's like
Alabama.
Soul Calibur 5. Remember Patroclus and fucking Para?
Yeah.
You telling me they're not fucking at the end?
Didn't they? No, they didn't die. They
You're like,
got
"Ah."
possessed, and they're that to save her.
He sacrificed his, like, whole fucking belief and life to save this woman who's definitely cursed by the Soul Edge.
That's a sister.
And then he fucking goes at the end of the game is all like, we'll live together forever. I love you. Tell me they're not fucking, dog. It's gross, but like, fuck, dog.
I know.
He spent his entire whole life, his entire adult life, trying to find his fucking lost sister. Finds her day 2 of the game. Like,
What else is there? I don't know a lot about Doctor Strange, so that's something I could read more into. I don't know a lot about Iron Man. Like, the last comic I remember reading from him was when they made Extremis a thing. He got blasted out of one of his buildings.
like, I like how Guardians of the Galaxy mixed with the Marvel Universe, because it's obvious. They're in space.
And, yeah.
It's not that hard to mix.
Wait, so you're talking about you don't like the way they mix the
It's a little muddled. It's a little like, I already told you this, but you keep defending it. I don't like the dumb racism that they're not doing to other people.
What are you talking about?
Hitting them hurts me?
What are you talking about?
I don't like how people are racist towards mutants, but they look at Spider-Man like, yeah, you see this. Doesn't matter. If in the X-Men universe, if you do something special, you're a fucking freak.
They make so
He used to be a mutant.
no.
No.
So the reason being is because he's like, it's an accident. It's not a genetic thing. The reason people fear mutants is because anyone can become one at any time, and then that makes them better because that's the next step in evolution. And they don't like that. They don't want to become the bottom. They don't want
They
to become
didn't
the
like
new-
Spider-Man at first.
They don't want to be.
There's no
They
people
don't
who
want
don't
to be
like
the.
J. Jonah motherfucking
They
Jameson
want to
didn't
be
like
the
Spider-Man
top.
ever.
They want to be the
No, that's
top
what I'm saying.
percent, not the bottom.
Exactly. They don't want to become the Neanderthals of the current generation. So there's like, mutants suck, we're better, kill them all. And then that's why Magneto hates them. Well, Professor X, listen, they don't understand.
He's been through the Holocaust, nigga. He deserves to hate people.
Professor X is like, we gotta show them that we're just gonna exist peacefully. We're not here to like overtake them. And then that's where the whole issue comes in.
Yo, it's like the
Spider-Man-
Ryan Sphere!
He hasn't done anything wrong. He just helps people with his non-mutant powers because he made his webs. The only mutant power that people should know he has is super strength. Spider-Man. Because like from what they've seen him do, like that and be able to climb on walls, and I think he's probably one of probably like, listen, I got powers from some experiment or like something.
I don't think he told people, but I think a few people. I don't know if the media knows about his spider sense.
They don't know that, but they know that he has more than one power, which is more than a mutant. Like you and George, they know.
Like he's already established himself as a defender, so they're like, all right, he's cool. But all these other people, all the other mutants are unknown
They
variants.
also don't know if he actually has powers or not, because this is a guy in a suit who does cool things, which Iron Man does. So I just know, like,
And he tells jokes.
in one
What
of the
did they do?
universes, I know he
What,
said that he was a
Bertram?
mutant,
Yeah.
but then when they found out he wasn't, the mutants felt betrayed, and then he turned into Green Goblin.
Like, it's one thing to, like, accidentally activate the Ray Sphere and accidentally kill a lot of people. It's another thing to capture a lot of people and activate the Ray Sphere around them. And it's another thing to steal one Ray Sphere from your best friend and activate like a fucking fuckboy.